Okay, so welcome back, you 8th graders. So I know you 8th graders that definitely have been already going over the first video with exponents review. You guys are already ready to review a little bit more. Now, we've already gotten over some basics, but what we're going to do now is we're going to just review those basics so that you guys can use them not only on exponents, but on scientific review for scientific notation. So let's say that I have 10 to the 5th power, and then I go ahead and multiply this by 10 to the 8th power. You've already reviewed that you can take these two exponents, since this base number is the same, and you can go ahead and add them up and get 10 to the 13th power. Well, you can use this also and say, well, let's say that I have 10 to the 5th power, and then I'm going to go ahead and multiply this parenthesis 3 times in a row. Well, this is not going to be 10 to the 8th power. This is actually going to be 10 to the 15th, because you have this parenthesis 3 times in a row. And in each one of these parentheses, you have 10 times 10 times 10 times 10 times 10. And each one of these parentheses, you're going to go ahead and multiply 10 a total of 5 times in a row. Well, I don't have to go ahead and count them up with you. I think you can already see there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Well, then what a lot of people will say is, you should have just multiplied the 5 and the 3, and then this is going to give you something equal to 10 to the 15th power. Well, if I go ahead and keep on talking about these 10s, for example, I can say that 10 to the 15th power, this easily could be something like 10 to the 20th power divided by 10 to the 5th power. See, this is true right here, because how many 10s would I have on the top? Well, I'd have 10 times 10 times 10 times 10 times 10 times 10, and I'd have to keep on going how many times in a row? 20 times in a row. Here, I'm going to have 10 times 10 times 10 times 10 times 10. Now, you can already see that this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These right here don't cancel away to nothing. What ends up happening is that they actually divide and they equal 1. See, 10 divided by 10 is 1, and 10 divided by 10 is still another 1. Well, all of these numbers right here, they cancel out to be equal to 1 times 1 times 1 times 1 times 1. Well, you remember all those 10s that I didn't write? How many of them would be left over? There would be 15 of them left over on the numerator. That's why a lot of people just say, well, Mr. Gonzalez, you should just say 20 minus 5, and that's how you can get that this is equal to 10 to the 15th power. So this answer here and this answer here, they both have the same exponent solution. Well, let's go ahead and wrap this up and see if you can use these base 10s for something else. Let's see if you can wrap them up to use something called scientific notation, what else we've been working on in class. Let's say that I have something that says 4.18. Now, scientific notation is when you have one number on the left, and you can have as many numbers on the right of the decimal as you want. Well, this is going to be equal to 4, and now I'm going to move this decimal 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times, so it's right here. I'm going to put the 1 and the 8 where they belong and fill in the rest with zeros. This is 418,000. Well, if I have 4.18 times 10 to the negative 5th power, I'm going to take this decimal and move it 5 times, but to the left. So this is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, for each one of these with the new decimal, I'm going to replace a 0 here, 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 and here. And now I'm going to go ahead and put what the new answer is. 1, 2, 3, 4 zeros, then that 4, and this would be your new scientific notation number converted into your new standard form number. So this is called standard form. Let's wrap up this video with you trying to do one and then logging on to the next one. So here's what I want you to do. I want you to take 2 and 1800ths, and I want you to multiply it by 10 to the negative 5th. And tell me how many centimeters that is. Well, hopefully you'll log on to the next video and you'll check your answer. See you later.